Hey everyone, how are you all? I hope you are fine. And today in this video, we are going to understand how to make animations using just HTML and CSS. So yes, you heard that right. No need of JavaScript, only HTML and CSS. So what are we waiting for? Let's start. Before starting this video, please click on the subscribe button and also click on the like button. One like is equals to one cookie for you. Okay, fine. So here I have created a PyCharm project called random project, and inside this random project I have a directory called images, and in this images I have two files, two pictures. The first one is smile.png and the second one is smile2.png. You can see smile.png, smile2.png. Now here my goal is to make it so that it will look that these both images, this face is moving. So first of all, it will be simple smile and then it will be a huge smile and it will keep changing between the two. So if you don't understand this, don't worry. At the end of this video, everything will be crystal clear to you. So what is my logic over here? So I can do is that I can put smile2.png just at the top of smile1.png. In this way, I will have two images at the top of each other. And the top image I can fade it in and out so that it will look as if the face is really changing. So I will show you how to do it. First of all, I need to create a index.html file because that's where we are going to write our HTML code. So I will create a new HTML file and I will name that index.html. Perfect. So you can see, and I will change this title to CSS animations. The next thing we want to do is that to create a separate stylesheet.css file. So in that file, we are going to keep our CSS code, the code which will use the code which will be used to write all the styling of this website or web page, whatever you can say. So here in this random project, I will again click on new file, and this time I will name it stylesheet.css. Perfect. So this is my CSS file and this is my HTML file. I need to link these files. For that, I will create a I will create a link tag and it will be a style sheet. So this means I am linking this HTML file to a style sheet file, and my href, that means my link is stylesheet.css. Let me try if this is actually working or not. So what I will do is that I will write here body and background color equals to blue. Let's try. And if this CSS is perfectly linked with this style, then this means my background will turn blue. So let me click on this icon and check. Oh, nice. So this means our link tag is actually working. So that's perfect. And we can start writing HTML and CSS codes now. So I will create a div tag, and this div tag is actually for the image, right? So I will create two div tags, and in each div tag I'm going to put my image, and I'm going to make it so that they will appear at the top of each other. So how do we do that? First I will say div dot, and this dot will be a class. So after this dot I will write img1. So you can see PyCharm has created a div tag and the class is img1. Inside this I can write img and sources. So this is an image tag and the sources images slash smile.png and alt. Actually, let's just leave this blank, and I will control plus D, that means duplicate it, and here I will write smile2.png. Oh, sorry, I will cut this and I will create another div tag with the class name img2, and in this div tag I'm going to put my smile2 image. Perfect. So let's try. Okay, I have to remove this for a while. Why isn't it appearing? Let me see. Hmm. Okay, I found out why it was not appearing. It looks like the image was too big, but I resized it, so now it's appearing like this. So how do we make it so that it appears on top of each other? So this image too will appear on top of this image. For that, I will go to my style sheet .css. Just wait a second. Perfect. And remember that this class name is img1, this class's name is img2. So now I will write some code for these both classes. .img1. This is the selector, and inside it I will write position absolute. You don't need to understand what does this mean. Just remember that you have to write this. And similarly, I will write img2 position relative. Let's try. Perfect. Now, the reason why the image one is not appearing is that this image has taken its place. Perfect. So this means that image one will appear right on the top left corner and image 2 will appear over it. Why? Because I have written position relative. So the image 2 position will be relative to image 1. Now, what if I write a code to fade this image in and out? So it will fade in, fade out. Then when it is fading, I will see the image 1, and when it is opaque, it means when it is not fade, then I will see the image 2. In this way, it will look like the face is changing. So for that, write some animation rules right over here. So I will put a semicolon and here I will write animation name, and I will give a random name to my animation, and let's give it fade. So animation name is fade, and also we need to put animation dash timing function. This means that we need to tell is the we need to tell that if the animation will be slow or fast. So if you want it to slow, then you can write something like ease in out, and next thing will be animation dash iteration count. Iteration count. This means that we will need to put how many times the iteration will occur. So if I put here infinite, it will continue forever. Next thing will be animation duration. This means how much time will it take to complete one animation. And I think that will be perfect for 2 seconds. Okay, so now we are all ready. If I go to my website, then nothing is happening because we haven't defined this fade animation yet. So yeah, we have to define this animation, and for that we use something called at rule. ATRULE, at rule, and we do that by typing at the rate key frames fade. So this means we are defining this fade animation, and here we will put some percentages like 0%, and this will tell what will happen if the animation has just started. So at the starting of animation, what will happen? We need to put that over here. and 50%. This means that in the middle of animation, what will happen? So probably I can start at 0% with saying that the image will be solid at starting. So for that I will write opacity colon 1. It means that image will be solid, and for the image to be transparent I will write opacity 0. Let's try. You can see this is perfectly working. The top image is fading and then again becoming solid. So when the animation is starting, it is solid, and when the image and when the animation is in the middle, 50%, then it is transparent. See how nice it is looking. If I change this ease in out to simply ease, then see it will become a bit fast. Ease in out means that when the starting and the ending, the animation will be slow. So this will give it a realistic look. Also, if I change this 2 seconds to 10 seconds, let's say, then it will be very slow. You can see. Let me again change it back to 2 seconds, and here I will write 10. This means the animation will be for 10 times. Okay, sorry, 10, and you can see after 10 animations it will stop. Okay, so 10 animations are over, and now you can see this is not again fading. Perfect. Now let's build another program so that you can understand this completely. For that I will delete all this code over here and also over here in the body tag, and I will create a new div tag, and let's give a class. It will be box, cubicle box, and inside this I will put nothing, but in the stylesheet.css I will say dot cubicle box. The width will be 200 pixels and the height will be 200 pixels. Perfect. Now you can see this is white because the color of the box is also white and the background is also white. For that I will put a color, background color, and the background color will be red. Let's try. Okay, perfect. So now my box is appearing and it is red in color. Let's now find out a way to increase its length after each animation. So I will create an animation that will increase its length. So it will increase and then it will decrease its length. For that I will again declare animation, and this time I'm going to show you a new trick. Fade, oh sorry, move. Let's name this move now. Timing function will be ease, and then okay, before timing function I will say that the duration will be 2 seconds or 3 seconds, let's say. and over here I need to put delay to 0 seconds. So this means there won't be any delay in my animation. And the next thing we need to do is that to specify the iteration count, and it will be infinite for sure. And the next thing will be normal. So just don't worry, we are going to define this move in just a second. So this was the trick I was talking about. I can put all the animation attributes in one line like this. Next thing we will define this move function. I mean move animation. For that I will write keyframes, add the keyframes, move, and now I will write some percentages. So what will happen if it is 0%? What will happen if it's 25%? What will happen if the animation's 75%? I mean 50%, and similarly 75%. So at first, at 0 there will be nothing. So I can just remove it or say at 0% the width will be same as 200 pixels as it was over here, and at 25% the width will be it will be 250 pixels. 50% width will be 300 pixels, and 75% width will be 350 pixels. Let's try if this is actually working or not. You can see we can make it a bit more smooth, by saying 1 second, or I can just say at 50 seconds you keep it to 300 seconds, I mean 300%. So now you can see it is quite smooth. Its width is increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing, like this. And I can also make it so that the color will change to okay, just leave it. So that was it from this video. In this video you learned how to change the width of this box like this, and just keep on practicing so that you can master this. I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.